Simian Mobile Disco est un duo de Manchester composé de James Ford et de James Shaw. Nous les avons rencontrés 2 fois pour un live à la Route du Rock et en DJ set à Scopitone.
I'm James.
And I'm Jas.
We are Simian Mobile Disco.
And what is Simian Mobile Disco?
Simian Mobile Disco is an accident. The band Simian split up because we kind of fell out with each other, and we could just get gigs under the name Simian Mobile Disco, so we did. That's about it.
And it's one of those things where people kept on asking us to play parties, and you know, for us it was just something we were doing for fun. You know, someone would pay for us to like go and DJ in a bar and get us drunk, and it seemed like a good fun thing to do. And we were kind of, I guess, sort of fitting in with that. We were making kind of a couple of tunes, just literally just to play out at parties, and we kept on doing this every weekend. And before we knew it, we kind of had essentially the bulk of our first record.
Comment vous êtes-vous rencontrés?
We met at college in Manchester. Both of us went up to study in Manchester.
I think it's definitely a good place to start a band, put it that way. I definitely went to Manchester to make music because I was fans of, you know, from the Happy Mondays to Acid House and all that sort of stuff. Not that there was much of that going on by the time we got there, but it's kind of like a small but kind of pretty lively music community, and it's a good place to make music, definitely.
Vous aimez toujours autant faire des remixes?
Were really important for us because they were kind of how we sort of figured out how to kind of make tunes, really. We made remixes before we made our own music, and we just started doing them again recently, actually, and it's been quite fun. So we do enjoy remixing quite a lot.
It's quite weird when you remix. Obviously people send you all the parts to their record, and certainly at the early days it was kind of like a learning process for us because you could kind of see how they made their record, so you could kind of in many ways like learn from them, you know, learn from what they've done.
Give me a mic and a beat and I'll be straight.
Comment vous faites pour choisir entre un live et un DJ set?
I don't know, it just depends really. We do kind of quite a lot of live, quite a lot of DJing. It's very different for us, you know, the DJing's kind of easier and sort of more fun in a way because the live set's very intense and there's a lot of machines and a lot of synthesizers that we have to try and keep in control, so it's quite a different experience for us.
Pourquoi vous avez toutes ces machines sur scène?
To a certain extent it's because that's how we made the record, but the reason why we use those machines is because they feel like instruments much more than when you have like a simulation of it in the computer. You know, they're tactile and they're fun and unpredictable in a way that often things that are, you know, the simulations in the computer are usually a bit less chaotic and a bit more, I don't know, I find them a little bit more boring. And also sound-wise, they're just not as interesting. You know, there still is something about real hardware instruments that can't be beaten.
Vous avez fait beaucoup de collaborations sur votre dernier disque.
In actual fact, at the moment, we're trying to avoid doing collaborations simply because when we started doing the current record, the idea was for it to be actually very instrumental. And then we did a lot of collaborating, and now it's not mostly instrumental at all. So actually what we're doing is we're digging out the old instrumentals, and we're kind of actually really enjoying making very instrumental techno, you know. So for a little while we're going to turn our phones off.
Donc votre prochain disque, vous allez le faire tout seul.
Yeah, we're in the process of doing that at the minute. We kind of because when we DJ out, we play a lot of techno, like this sort of party, and the new record obviously isn't that made for playing out. You know, it's a very home listening record, and so we're just eager to make some noisy, nasty techno music. So that's what we're in the middle of doing at the minute.
Et ce soir?
Well, it looks pretty crazy out there. Like we're playing like after Vitalik, and we're big fans of Vitalik. So we're going to have to weigh in pretty hard, I think. We'll start Techno Prisoners.